Without notice, the member for Rankin.
Thanks very much, Mr Speaker. My questions to the Treasurer. Why has the Treasurer been congratulating himself on the economy when there are still 2.4 million unemployed or underemployed Australians and the jobless queues are growing?
The Treasurer has the call.
Well, thank you, Mr Speaker. I thank the member for Rankin for that Dorothy Dixer, Mr Speaker, because 178,000 jobs were created last month, Mr Speaker. 178,000 jobs, Mr Speaker, including jobs in the construction industry due to home builder, which the member for Rankin and Labor Party didn't support, Mr Speaker. The reality is, of the 1.3 million Australians who either lost their jobs or saw their working hours reduced to zero at the start of this crisis, 80% of them are now back at work, Mr Speaker. 80% of them are now back at work, Mr Speaker. Now, when it comes to JobKeeper, it's been an economic lifeline for the people of Australia. It has been a remarkable program, Mr Speaker.
Member for
and
Rankin.
they're not my words, they're the words of the Governor of the Reserve Bank of Australia, Mr Speaker. Now, 3.6 million Australians were benefiting from JobKeeper in the month of September. Now, Mr Speaker, from the ATO data, for the month of October, there are 1.5 million Australians who are on JobKeeper. Over 2 million fewer Australians on JobKeeper in October compared to September because the economic momentum, the economic recovery is underway, Mr Speaker. Because there is a comeback, Mr Speaker. There is a comeback in the Australian economy, and it's showing remarkable resilience. Our AAA credit rating has been reaffirmed, Mr Speaker. The Governor of the Reserve Bank has said that the Morrison government is on the right track when it comes to fiscal policy, Mr Speaker. And we continue to undertake and to announce significant new initiatives like the one today to support travel agents around the country, Mr Speaker, and like on Sunday with the extension for another 3 months of home builder. And in the budget there were more measures, Mr Speaker. Immediate expensing for businesses with a turnover up to $5 billion so that they can invest, Mr Speaker. And of course there was also the loss carryback measure. There was support for apprentices right across the country. And I can inform the member for Rankin that today consumer confidence was up by 2.9%, Mr Speaker. And it's up now 12 out of the last 13 weeks, Mr Speaker. And we've also seen strong building approval numbers, strong house prices numbers, Mr Speaker, and business confidence coming back. So the member for Rankin asked me about why are we celebrating the fact that people back in work. And that's because we on this side of the House stand for jobs. Jobs, jobs and more jobs, and that's what the Morrison government is doing, and that is what is occurring across the economy as we're coming back from the biggest hit in over a century.